Hey guys, I just wanted to make my second video after like 2 months of not making one. But this one I wanted to talk about the hardships that I faced so far, and I have faced a lot of hardships that I never expected to face moving to a different country. And another reason why I'm doing this video is I know a few of my friends back home are, struggling with some things. They're just not happy, or they're finding it difficult to be happy and find the positives in life right now. And I just wanted to tell you guys that we live through everything. And a few of the things I'm going to tell you is, so I came here with the knowledge that I was going to be with my family, that I was going to live here in Minsk with my family, my relatives, my blood relatives. And I knew that we were talking for a few months before I came there. My mom hasn't known them before I even knew about them, and they were my blood relatives. And you never think with family that you never think you have to prepare to have family walk out of your life. And that's what happened to me, and I didn't prepare for that. I came to a brand new country not knowing anybody in this country. And barely, I could get by with my Russian. I could get by. I could understand a little better than I spoke back then, 5 months ago. But, I was relying on these people to help me get on my feet. And what happened was, our culture differences did not go together at all, and they basically walked out of my life. Was I prepared for that? No, because I was just trying to get myself back on my feet, and after moving to a different country. But that taught me that you have to rely on yourself. You can't, that made me be so more self-sufficient than I ever thought that I was able to be. And rather than relying on my cousin to help me get this kind of a membership at the gym, or get my phone, or this and that, I had to go do it by myself. I had to put myself in those situations, and at first I didn't want to put myself in those situations because I was like, what if I say something wrong? What if it's like somebody in Spanish, maybe Spanish 3, right, going to Mexico to live there. So that's about the equivalent. You have enough of the language, knowledge of the language, to get by, to be like, oh, hey, I'd like a quesadilla with some sour cream, whatever. But here, when you have to talk about memberships and phone plans and just anything, it's so much more difficult. But it taught me to be a lot more self-reliant. So I'm glad that happened, because I wouldn't be in the place that I am right now. And another few challenging things that I faced so far was, how like in America you just give somebody, you give companies your credit card number if you have a membership with them, and they just take out money every month when you have your bills. Here it's a completely different story. If you have any kind of bills, phone bills, gas bills, electricity bills, utility bills, you have bills on anything, just any kind of bills, you have to go yourself to the bank and pay for it before before your time that you have to go pay for it. And I'm not used to that. Usually, even I had a gym membership, and that was, it just takes out some money out of my account every month, and here I have to physically go and do it and wait on the lines, and it's a culture shock. It's definitely different. And I also had to acclimate to the fact that I was in a culture that wasn't the friendliest, like Russians and any kind of Soviet, well, not Soviet, but any Russian or Ukrainian or Slavic, there we go, Slavic, that's the word, Slavic culture, they aren't as friendly. And I don't really know the reason why, but what shocked me the most was even with customer service. So America is a country where they put the customer first, right? If your business does not have happy customers, you're not going to have a business, right? And so here it's like, we're not going to care about you because you're still going to use our product whether we're nice to you or not, because we're the only ones here that you're going to get our products from, right? And so there's been so many times where I would walk in and I have a question about my phone, or I need to pay for something, right, at the grocery store. The workers would be talking on their cell phones or texting or spacing out. and like you would ask them a question and it's as if you just like bothered them during an exam. It's crazy. Whereas in America, you walk into a store, hi, how are you? How was your day? Are you having a good day? Do you want me to help you out with anything? And here it's like, what do you want? Really, like, get out of my face. I mean, there's an exception. There are exceptions. Like, there are exceptions in America where some people aren't the friendliest. Why are you in customer service? I don't know. But here it's like, we're going to act however we want to act because you're still going to buy our product. So another thing is I lost a few friends this year that I didn't expect to lose. And it's the hardest thing to, lose those really close people that you grew with and you experienced so much with. And for them to just walk out of your lives, it's very difficult. And for my fellow friends in college, people walk out of your life for a reason, I guess, whether you expect it or not, because we don't plan to have our best friends walk out of our lives. We don't. But that means that they weren't worth having in the first place. Like, they didn't care about you enough to stay in your life. And that means that somebody else out there is going to be so much better of a friend than what you had before. And, I don't know what I would have done without my friend Mozian. Like, she's my really good friend here at Mozian, and she makes up for the people that I lost back home. And, it just makes it. It's kind of bittersweet because you don't want to think about meeting somebody. It makes you feel less trusting towards other people because here, you trusted the person, you spent a lot of time with that person, and then they just walked out of your life. But you know what? It's going to be okay because you're going to find people who will show you that they deserve you and will be there for you no matter what. And, that gives me hope. And being in a different country makes me think that, okay, so I lost a few friends back home, but I'm in a country I'm in the part of the world where I can go anywhere, right? I can go to any country. I can make a best friend from Paris. I can make a best friend from, any neighboring country over here. And I can just meet them, I can just meet them and have that intention of becoming, just meeting a person and wanting to become friends. And you never know what's going to happen. Maybe they become your best friends. Maybe they become your soulmate. Maybe they become just an acquaintance. You never know. But the fact is, no matter who you lose in life, as long as you can rely on yourself to be self-sustaining and happy and never give up hope that you're going to find somebody not to replace, because obviously those memories are your memories, but you're going to find people who are going to show you that they deserve you so much more than what you've been getting. So yeah, that's pretty, regarding university, it's, pretty difficult here in the sense, I have an upper hand because I knew Russian coming into this country, but people, like my classmate from China, he didn't speak a lick of Russian, and he still can barely speak a lick of Russian, and, he's having a difficult time, and how he's going to pass his exams, I don't know, but, at least he's trying, so I commend him on that. But yeah, I can't wait to come home. I can't wait to see everybody, and I'm sure I'll do another little spring video. I can't wait for spring, my friends. I cannot wait for spring. I wanted to get this video in while there was still some daylight because there's, I don't know, with the exception, like these past 3 days was the only sun that I've seen all month, and it gets sad. I want to see the sun. I'm a California girl. I miss my sun. So everybody who has sun back home, and just because you have like maybe a period of 3 days of rain, please, I live in blizzards. I live in weeks and months of no sun. So be grateful of what you have. I know I am so much more appreciative and grateful for my friends and family that I have back home because I don't take them for granted anymore. I don't take anything for granted anymore because all we have is what we cherish, and what we cherish in the present. We can't, that's all we have. And so, lesson of this video is to be self-sustaining, rely on yourself, do whatever makes you feel happy. Really show the people in your life that you love them. Tell them that you love them. Don't, if you really love them and you cherish them, let them know so that they feel special. Alrighty guys, that's it. I gotta go back to my studies. So have a fantastic morning or maybe evening, afternoon. I don't know when you see this. But have a great day. I know I will have a great rest of my day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.